Menu narration set to 100. Menu narration set to 100.
Now, from the second city of Chicago, head down Lakeshore Drive and you find venerable Soldier Field, home of the Bears. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Chicago Bears. On that Pittsburgh sideline, a look there at the Steelers head coach. His team finally had a hiccup last week, dropping their first game of the year after winning their first 4. Across the way, you've got the head coach of the Bears. His team looking for a spark, hoping their fans will give it to them here at home as we are set to go. Mike Tirico along with my partner Greg Olsen. That's the kicker. Tyler Luke set to get this started. It's going to be a wet one. Here we go from the second city. They'll get across the 20, mark them down at the 23-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense taking the field for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
You know, it's funny, some games you can look at the box score and you have a pretty good feeling who won. And last week, not one of them. I mean, to throw for 3 touchdowns, no picks, you'd expect that team to win, but they just didn't get the performances and the production from those around him. So he needs to continue to play at that level, continue to bring along the rest of his teammates. If they can get a more collective...
right away, they're coming after him, and they get him. A sack on the opening snap of the game.
This is a defensive coordinator just testing the waters. How is your protection plan? Do you have a plan for any linebacker or second-level pressures? Well, I think we got the answer in this one because they had no answer for it, and you can bet he's going to continue to dial those up.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Here we go, set!
Throwing now from the gun. And they're going to get him again. Remarkable. How about that to start the game? 2 sacks on the first 2 plays. Mason Graham. He works his way in and a big milestone sack. Number 50 in his career. This opening drive not going as scripted. It is 3rd and long.
60 by 6. Let go.
Back to throw. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they force 4th down.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that first down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
The Steeler offense ready to take the field for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
Well, we had a chance to meet with him earlier in the week, and as you could probably expect, Mike, he wasn't exactly thrilled when we brought up last week's 4-interception performance. It was still bothering him. He's still trying to move from it, and I think that's the point. The ability to move on from bad games, that's really a testament to playing quarterback in the NFL. You're going to have some struggles, but if those struggles carry over into the next week's game, now we've got a problem.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. 17 yards on that play. That's a Steeler first down.
Ready? Cougar 19, go!
They'll stay on the ground. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. good run after a good run. This one for 14 yards and another first down. Right back to him on first down. And a good run there. We'll get him 5 yards. Here comes 2nd and 4. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
On 3rd down, here's an option play, left side, and he's going to go backwards again. The defense coming up big, forcing 4th down. He has to drive this through the rain, but he does. The kick is good. And the Steelers will take a 3-0 lead. So after the field goal to open up the scoring, the kicker's back out for this kickoff. This one taken at the 7. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Bears offense ready to possess the football for the 2nd time. Greg, I love the evolution of the NFL. Every 3-4 years feels like things change a little bit. Right now it feels like we're in a running back, running game era. Does that make sense to you?
Absolutely. And the league has such a funny way of continuing to reinvent itself. Years ago, 15, 20 years ago, Mike, this was a running back-led league. It was play action. Quarterbacks were under center. And then what offenses realized was the best way to score points is to generate explosive plays, get a bunch of yardage all at one time, because it's very hard to sustain possessions in the NFL. So as a result, they said, okay, what's the best way to generate big plays? It's to throw the ball downfield. So it became a very pass-heavy league, and then now defenses had to answer. The days of the big defensive tackles, the 260-pound Mike linebackers, everyone now on the field had to be able to defend space and defend the pass, and there was a lot more air on the field created by the defenses. So now, as a result, the offenses are saying, okay, we're throwing into all these bad looks, all these teams playing dime and multiple defensive backs. We're now going to take advantage of smaller bodies on the field, and we're going to run the ball at you. So the way I like to classify it is, Mike, offenses aren't running the ball more because they want to. Offenses are running the ball more because defenses are encouraging them to do that and saying, I dare you to run the ball 40 times this game and generate enough big plays to score enough points to beat me.
Now, after that last play, we have an injured Bear on the field. An unbalanced look to the left here on 1st down.
Here we go.
He'll drop to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll take this down inside the 35. That's a gain of 11. And they'll move the chains with another 1st down. In motion, it's Odunze. He'll show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
They'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to home, and that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
And that is incomplete. Rome Odunze, the one he was looking for. And that's going to lead to a 4th down. Here's the punter now, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. The Steelers offense ready to take over for their second possession. They've been one of the better teams running the football all year, evidenced by the ease with which they ran it on that prior drive.
Here we go, here we go. Fix the Eagles, fix.
Drive will start on the ground. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's second down.
1 yard gain. Brings up second and
19 Cardinals, Cowboys, 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats, 60 Maverick, 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler, 19 tight, 19 tight, Buffalo 18.
Shotgun snap to Gabriel. Catch made there, left side by Walker. Get about 6 before he's taken down. They'll come up to third and 3.
Let's go now. 19. Ready.
They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry, and not much there. Good defense, held to no gain. Steelers getting ready to put this one away. First down and more. Past the 35. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The Bears offense starting to trot out for this next possession. So far, not much has gone right. They've had it twice, punted twice. Looking to sustain something here on drive number 3. The drive begins with a run, and it's home. You get a look there at his numbers on the ground from a week ago.
It's second and 8 at the 39-yard line.
Ball on the 39. Here's second and 8. He'll look to throw. Open man, that's Rome Odunze. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be first and goal. So just a lone field goal in the first quarter of play. It's the Steelers with the early lead. We're back to Soldier Field after this. Bears in possession here to start the second quarter. They've got it at the 8, first down and goal. As we are ready to get back underway. Now some movement up front, flags down, mistake-filled first half continues. Now it is first and goal. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Breece Hall, the intended receiver. And it'll be second and goal. Handoff. Here comes Hall. And this defense trying to stiff it. He gets back to the line, and that is it. Third and goal coming up.
It's now third and goal.
Come on, set. Cougar, go.
Now they'll set up to throw. This one incomplete. It is batted away in the end zone. And now it's fourth down.
Brings up fourth and goal.
He'll bang that one through. It's good. And the Bears will tie the game at 3 apiece.
Anytime you find yourself kicking in these elements, Mike, you just can't take anything for granted, especially when it comes to your plant foot, your balance, your control, your footing. It's so important, and give credit. He does a great job here able to put that one through.
This one taken at the 10. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
They're on 27-yard line.
Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They'll begin here on the ground. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. They'll stick with him again. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. 3rd and 2. Here we go. Trying to pick this one up on the ground.
You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But the problem is, it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often, you're going to have to look to their defense to play really well. And these plays, the decision on what they're going to call, Mike, it was decided days ago. They have on that play call sheet that you see from the offensive coordinator, they have an entire category just devoted to these situations. They know the players are going to be confident, they're going to be able to execute, and they're able to move the chains.
From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. He'll try to keep his footing, manages to work it ahead for a couple of yards. From the 43, here's 2nd and 8.
Get it. Let's go, 80. 18, pioneer. Ranger, 70 Ranger.
From the gun, here's Gabriel. He's got a man. It's Walker. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
Gain of 13 yards.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Pittsburgh.
The gun, here's a run up the gut. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 3-3, our score. 2 minutes to go in this first half. We'll come back to Soldier Field. Following this, 2nd and 7.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Cougar 19, Pablo 18. Warrior 17, 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Out of the gun, Gabriel. That's caught by Walker. And he's got about 5 on this one before he's out of bounds. And they're set up a little bit better for 3rd down.
3rd and 2.
Let's go. 70 Lions.
A carry here for Reynolds. But he goes nowhere. Call doesn't pan out. It's going to bring up 4th down.
That's a heck of a stop by this defense early in this game, Mike, and it sets up a decision for the offense. You might be a little too far away to attempt a realistic field goal, or you might be a little too close to get anything out of the punt unit. I think I'm keeping the offense on. I'm trying to extend this drive, and I'm being aggressive here.
And he's going to have the Steelers 1st down. It's a gain of 12 on 4th down.
A gain of 12. 1st down.
Come on. Check. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready.
On the ground, it's Reynolds. And he will slosh his way forward on the wet surface for a gain of a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Ready. 70 Timberwolf.
Now a give up the middle. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down.
Ready? Here we go, here we go. Viking 18. Ready?
They'll try to get this one on the ground. And this defense holding their ground. They'll stop him for no gain. Fourth down, straight ahead.
A gain of only a yard. It's fourth down.
Tyler Loop now to try the field goal. Officially, it's a 36-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Steelers get 3 here late in the first half to take the lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Now, after that last play, we have an injured Bear on the field. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff going to get a chance to look him over during the break. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
And unable to connect there. It's incomplete.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down with it.
Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Third down and 10 yards to go.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. This one down the field, but wind up incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
This is taken at the 25. And it'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there.
Cougar 19. Let's go.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. Here's a 2nd and 9.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
They'll keep it on the ground here again. And some good running there. That's a 1st down up to the 43. 10 yards on the pickup, and that's good for a 1st down.
43-yard line.
He'll give on the ground, and he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. The first month of the season has come and gone. Some early surprises, some early disappointments as well. Let's get into it. Our trip around the NFL starts now. We begin with a good battle in the AFC East. And it's the quarterback for the home side. He went for over 300 yards along with this, one of his 4 touchdown passes. The Armadillos move to 4-1, looking good as they get the win here. Up next, another intriguing matchup. And this is George Pickens. He was a tough man to pin down.
First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The third quarter begins with a run. That's a nice job keeping his balance in these conditions. A gain of about 5.
On the set.
From the 34, here's 2nd and 4.
Here we go. Start. Panthers, come 19. Come 19. Drop 50. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. 19 Lion. Ready?
Here's Gabriel. He'll go right and find his running back. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game. Just one more thing for the defense to have to defend. Make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone. Defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing so.
And this is just more of the same, picking up exactly where he left off in the first half. And these numbers, Mike, as you see them, they just pop out at you. I mean, he has been the driving force of this offense from the very start.
Cowboy, alert! Alert! Cuddy.
They'll run. He'll try the left side now. Inside the 20. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Steelers. That's his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. The extra point is up and through. And the Steelers move out in front 13-3. After the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. Now return coming from the 7. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. They're in a 10-point hold, 13-3, as this drive starts with first down. Play action, he'll set up to throw. That's caught left side by Odunze. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. Look at the 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10.
That's good for the Bears. First down.
A give. Here's Hall. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it. We'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. They'll look to set up the screen here. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 28.
A pickup there of 28 yards.
Bears first down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
1st and 10. They'll run it out of the gun. And it's Hall. And the struggles continue. He's dropped behind the line again.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. Up running left side, going to be intercepted. And the Steelers are going to have the ball at their own 18-yard line.
I think anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, all offensive play callers fight the urge to chase those points. They tend to get a little bit overeager. They tend to push the envelope sometimes a little too far. Those turnovers, they only make the deficit grow, not shrink. Now, there's a lot of football left, Mike. They can still get back into this. They just have to be a little bit smarter about which risks you're willing to take.
Ready. A handoff as they try to run it here. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
Ready. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Alert.
Here's Reynolds. And he's got it. First down. A pickup of 4.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. Second and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
On first down, Gabriel. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Up the middle they go. And it doesn't appear that he got to that first down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
And he will have a Steelers first down. At least at first glance. They'll spot the football just beyond the marker, and they convert on 3rd and inches.
Come on. Set. Bronco 80. Go.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And he's going to have a first down as he's taken down on what is the final play of this 3rd quarter. So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Go! 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles!
Well, we see a lot of this as they begin the 4th quarter on the ground. And that one shut down pretty quickly. They'll get back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Cougar 19.
5-yard line.
Handoff here, up the middle. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up 3rd down.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
Offside. Defense.
Here we go. Panther 60, Panther 60. Ready.
Back to the ground after the penalty. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. And his fine afternoon on the ground continues. The last run's going to put him up over 100 yards for this one.
Let's go now. 18 Rodwood. Cowboy 80. Drop 60. Drop 60. Panther 11. Panther 11.
Play clock down to 0. That's going to be a delay.
Game. Offense.
So, from the 25, it's 2nd and 5.
Ready. 19, Tiger, 19.
Following the penalty, they'll run it. And they continue to churn out first down. What a drive. It continues now with first and goal. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
Get it!
Here's a run. They'll get a yard or two to the 8. Second and goal. That's a second charge timeout to Chicago. And they'll get together prior to the second down play. They'll try and run right on the option. And he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Touchdown number 50 for him on the season. The extra point is good. And the Steelers will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Bears offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with first and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Work to do now as they come up on second and long.
It's now second and 19 at the 17-yard line.
That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Third and long.
82, incomplete. It's now third and 19.
He's going to look for the home run ball. That is caught. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20.
First down. First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
To the air now on first and 10. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. He'll let this go towards the end zone. That one knocked away in the end zone, incomplete. What a good job locating the football by the defense where it matters most, and it'll bring up third down now. They'll throw out of the gun. Now a deep ball toward the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Touchdown, Chicago. That is second TD catch of the season. The extra point, up and good. And the Bears are able to cut the deficit to 10. This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
Ready? Panther 60, Panther 60.
A carry here for Reynolds. And wow, tough to bring down that time. Surging forward for a pickup of 6. Second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 76, 19 Lion. 79 Broncos.
They'll drop to throw. Quick throw, taken in. He's going to be out of bounds, but he's got the first down. A pickup of 8.
First down.
Let's go
First
now.
and 10 at the 27-yard
Hawk 70.
line.
Hawk. Ready.
From the gun, here's a handoff. Cutting very difficult in these conditions. He gets forward here for a gain of about 3. It is 2nd and 6.
Here we go. Here we go. 60.
On the ground, it's Reynolds. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. And the Bears are going to take over here at their own 22.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
And they'll mark them down just shy of the 40. They'll come up for 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Out down to 21 as he's able to spike it right there. They'll come up now for 2nd down.
Here we go. Here we go.
Throwing now from the gun. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Back to throw. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There is nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
He'll drop to throw. Going up top. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs.
Ready up.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
Press roll 80. Press roll 80. 19 Lion. 18 Pioneer.
Here we go. One final play. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. And the Bears are going to come up with a late turnover, but it will only matter to the stat keepers. This ball game is over.